Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Nexus Gaming Series. We got our Heroic Division matchup here on the left-hand side. We got Baby Makers, Paper Tanks on the Sylvanas, Frecklebob on the Ana, Deadwish playing the B-stepping Kerrigan. I'm unfollowing Deadwish. Marbuckle on the D.Va, and Deshballs on the Tyrael. Over in the red, we got the members of Church of Orphea. We've got Juan Pablo on this Abathur. Compute X is going to be on the Brightwing. TV Coffee on the Raynor. Nathanatos on the Zool. And Just In Case on the Blaze. We get into mid lane, we check out those level 1s. And as a reminder, we have those Twitch predictions going. Get your Twitch predictions in. Will Abathur die on Infernal Shrines? Let's see what happens here as Deshbal steps right into the bush. Gonna get hit with the root from Zool. Deadwish immediately jumps up, finds a massive combo into TV Coffee, who's gonna get shredded. An immediate first kill will go over to the side of Baby Makers. That is a Raynor that got absolutely shredded. I think I said Zool, but either way, that Raynor body got destroyed. As we do have Marbuckle speeding up into the top lane. Did go into the Liquid Cooling, which is a really nice solo lane talent. Allows you to be able to have a little more sustain in the lane, and I think you can apply more pressure to heroes like the Zool who have phenomenal clear. But we're not going to focus too much on this top lane right now, because it seems like it's just going to be a little bit of wave clear, some maybe double soak, as we have Deadwish, Deshballs, and Friends in the bottom lane. Just going to go ahead and hang out really quickly. Sorry, I was double checking our settings. We're good. I thought I saw the audio peaking a little too high. Regardless, anyways, Zool not going to get caught. Does have the Abathur hat. Deadwish continuing to clean things up with this Kerrigan. Oh, and Raynor's going to be going into the Veteran Marksman at level 1, so he's got those Gambit stacks. Already losing 15% off the 60, so it's actually going to be at 45 right now. And we'll keep you up to date on that one as the game progresses. Abathur still just hanging out in bottom lane, buffing things up, trying to also soak out those other lanes, while Zool is going to push out opposing side. It's the idea of constant pressure in favor for the side of Church of Orphea, but can they actually get that constant pressure to actually apply? Hey, Iron Flare, how you doing, bud? Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. It was fun playing games yesterday. Alright, easy clear onto the camp. We have Juan Pablo immediately jumping into the top lane. I think there is some pressure being applied to Marbuckle from the Zool, and I think it's actually still being applied as we just hang out in top lane for a moment. We're waiting to see if there's actually an engagement in bottom lane. Keep wanting to watch this Kerrigan, because anytime there's a Kerrigan, things just go from, well, 100 to 0, like that Raynor health bar, very quickly, so trying to keep an eye on her wherever she is on the map. But speaking of the map, we got TV Coffee on the right-hand side to grab the Fallen Shaman camp to do everyone's favorite thing, apply some map pressure during the objective phase. And speaking of, we'll have that announced here in 5 seconds, up for contest in about 30 seconds. Going to be an Arcane Punisher to start things out. Paper Tanks is immediately grabbing the camp on the left-hand side. Abathur Mine does explode, so the enemy team does know Frecklebob and Paper Tanks, or at least Paper Tanks is working on said Fallen Shaman camp on the left-hand side. Just skimming through our level 4s, we're going to be seeing that Unstable Poison for the Sylvanas, but keep in mind, it's also going to be damaging minions, mercenaries, and summons, which is always beneficial against things like the Abathur waves that are going to be buffed up by some of those locusts. Alright, we get into the shrine. We're not in 7s yet, but let's do everyone's favorite thing. Let's check out some APM during all of this. And actually, Zool's still pushing out bottom lane. Might be a little too... doesn't matter. I was like, the Brightwing probably has it, and the phase shift is up and available, but Raynor's actually going to try and push up the top lane with Just In Case. But they're buffing out the Raynor as well. I believe there is the Adrenal Overload from level 4 for TV Coffee, as the phase shift from Brightwing from bottom mid lane will come through. And this top is going to get cleared out. Thanatos should be fine, unless... Oh no, there's not enough damage. I was like, Deadwish can maybe land a combo, but that's not going to be enough to take down a Zool plus the Abathur hat. Let's actually go ahead and swap back over to our talents to see what the level 7s are going to be, and it will be Mule for the Abathur to buff out those lanes, or at least heal up those lanes and structures. D.Va Mecha Explosion around the objective phase, 37 on the Skeletal Defenders. This is going to be first objective over to the side of Baby Makers. Deadwish taking a lot of damage, does go down to the penetrating round of Raynor. Zool to fall, and it's a trade. TV TV Coffee continuing just to throw out a little bit of damage as he's stutter stepping out of the objective phase, trying to take down a few more of those skeletal defenders. They won't be able to do so on the side of Church of Orphea, and this is Babymakers making their way through mid lane with an Arcane Punisher baited over the wall. TV Coffee going to be taking some, actually it's a lot of damage from that, but does have well available. Looking into the bottom lane, Juan Pablo, unthreatened, is... Okay, so there was some decent betting. The last time I looked at it, it was like 5k to like 50, and I was like, okay. No, someone's just playing the odds a little bit there. Top lane. Okay, Zul is not going to be threatened. I thought he was actually getting pressure applied by the D.Va, but no, she's just boosting away. And we'll see the bottom lane camp go over to the side of Babymakers. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as we have not had a chance to look at them in Game 1 of our first best of 3. I believe Dead Wish went into the Sharpened Blade stacks. So we'll check on those. Actually, can I can probably check on that right now. Yeah, they're at 27 out of it. Okay. And Coffee's still applying pressure in top lane with this Raynor and the Abathur hat. It's a little difficult for Marbuckle, even though they do have that better lane sustain with the liquid cooling at 1. They don't really need this well in top lane, so it's no big deal for the D.Va player right now, and Marbuckle just going to be able to back away towards the fort front gate. Zul getting some splash damage onto these towers with those cursed strikes, just in case angling for a potential jet propulsion, but none to be found, and bottom lane will be pushed in. Next Punisher and Mortar will be through bottom lane. Abathur moving into mid, and Dead Wish going to tank some tower shots after hitting Compute. Hey Stark, how you doing, bud? I am doing well. Today is a pretty good day. I hope you're doing well as well, my friend. The Mortar soon through the bottom lane. Hyperion will confirm the top forts, so at least there's periodic catapult pressure in favor for the members of Church of Orphea. This bottom lane still has the Impaler camp, but Brightwing isn't in a rush to clear things out. I believe Brightwing should have the phase shift off a cooldown as well, yeah, so they should be able to jump into anyone, like just in case you was going to throw some oil slick back, afraid that the enemy team was going to step up. And speaking of stepping up, Marbuckle looking to maybe boost into Coffee in this top lane. A little bit of a root from Zul. Marbuckle trying to save the mech, and does manage to do so. Porkchop, thank you for the tier 1 sub to Lone Wolf. Very much appreciated. I'll get you a raffle ticket at some point. I've been doing them like after stream, but we do have a lot of downtime in between games, so I can always do them then. I can always do them then too. Weird phrasing today. Back from walk, doing a bit of D&D prep and maybe some HOTS replay review. Nice, nice. That sounds like a nice afternoon. I hope the walk was nice. Alrighty, bottom lane Punisher, excuse me, I was going to say fort. The fort actually is already gone, and Abathur can't do much to defend outside of, well, quite literally just buffing out the lane with some of those locusts. How are the other structures looking? Okay. Alright, I was about to say, I wonder if Mule is going to be popping into a lane, and I was going to check the cooldown, but it is going to be immediately into the top lane to buff things out. There is the Fallen Shaman camp that D.Va's going to be pushing up. 13 talent tier arriving soon. For the members, oh, actually for both teams. I thought it was a little bit further along for Babymakers. Zul's got the clear on that camp, or at least, yeah, he's got the clear on it. He's going to leave a little bit of it left, but doesn't really matter. Zul's trying to get back into the mix of this engagement. Didn't really talk about the 10 talent tiers. Nothing really crazy. Emerald win for Brightwing. Actually, that's we don't see it too often, but with the intensifying wins at level 20, it's a really, really strong talent. Dead Wish is going to jump in. There's going to be a Hyperion from the Raynor. Massive pull in from this Kerrigan. We see the Emerald winds come out. There's a lot of damage being applied. No one actually going to be falling just yet. The Ultralisk is just chasing onto a few enemy members just in case, getting low here. The Mortar Punisher does go over to the side of Babymakers. Juan Pablo, the clone of Blaze, getting onto that backline. Punisher jump is going to set up a lot here. Blaze does go down. Coffee getting very low does fall. Compute trying just to float away, but the Sylvanas has the Haunting Wave, and it's a solid
triple kill
to the members of Babymakers as they move through bottom lane onto a keep front gate. Now, Death Timer is not the longest in the game, so what happens in this defense? The keep front gate obviously will be falling here, but can they actually save keep through bottom on the side of Church of Orphea? Paper Tanks locks down this tower, which is going to mean that that siege is really going to be, yeah, I forgot about the Sylvanas trait there for a second. Punisher jumps over onto this Blaze, who gets hit with the combo just in case. Trying to back away, does get the phase shift in from Brightwing. Bottom lane keep does go down. We do have a chase in. Oh, wow, it was a really good read from Paper Tanks just to get the Haunting Wave and not get the collision. Not get hit with the Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Punisher, 40% on the core, but keep in mind, Abathur does have Mule. We actually don't look at the core right now. We look at another engagement that's going to be popping off around this Impaler camp. The core is actually falling a lot more than expected. Big Emerald Wind from the Brightwing knocks the D.Va mech into the corner, but Zul goes down. There's going to be a Brightwing kill just in case. Jumps into the bunker, trying to get away, but it's not going to be enough. Another solid
Triple kill!
Juan Pablo with the clone of Raynor just trying to slow down the enemy side as there was that Punisher taking down, what, 42% off this core? Mule's going to take a little bit of time to heal up that much HP, and I don't think they're going to let this even happen on the side of Baby Makers. Hyperion used by Raynor right now. He's trying to make the big play to try and take down the enemy team, but that enemy team has the Sanctification, has the damage, and this is going to be game number 1 over to the side of Baby Makers. GG, well played. Choose outcome. Will Abathur die on Infernal Shrines? Well, he has 0 deaths, so no, he did not. Go live your best sub life. There you go. Thank you again, Pork Chop. Thank you for the gifted sub. Alrighty. A good game 1. An absolutely fun game number 1. What was that, like 10 minutes? Actually, here, can we look? That was 10 minutes and 59 seconds. Total replay time. Yeah, that was a quick one. That was a very quick game number 1. Now, if I'm not mistaken, because I did do my research this morning, I believe the team swapped sides. So let me go ahead and get into the second map and double check it before we do any sort of score update. Oh, how is everyone doing today? MB, how you doing, my friend? Mundane Zebra, thank you for the Prime Gaming. Out of nowhere, there's just a quite literal, just fish. Thank you, fish! Fish! Mundane Zebra, thank you for the Prime Gaming. Look at this thick Prime that we just caught. Just flopped up on the boat. Much appreciated, my friend. Didn't even have to go fishing, and it just flopped up on the boat. Thank you, Mundane Zebra. We'll get you a raffle ticket once I get this game set up. So, the players did swap sides. Let me double check. Yes, just in case on the left-hand side. So, let's go ahead and... Holy shit, Stark! Huh? Hey. Holy shit, dude! Thank you for the 10 gifted subs out of nowhere. Holy jeez. Happy and... Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You did not have to do that, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. For anyone that does not get the reference of what he's talking about, there is news. They announced the CCL casters for the upcoming Season 3, and I will be back on the desk. I will be casting, once again, with Grubby, and we have Justin coming through for the analyst role. Why did McIntyre leave? Well... He did not shut up about Nazeebo. Like, it was, like, in between breaks and stuff. We wouldn't, like, Grubby and I would be like, we have to go to the bathroom, and Mac would be like, you need to sit here and listen to my Grubby, or my Nazeebo speech. So we just had to get rid of him. No, McIntyre has a lot of other responsibilities. He's an amazing human. He just doesn't have the time to be able to do all of that and be able to do his role. All right, so let's change up these sides. Let's see. This is going to be BM, and BM has a score of 1. Let's see. Is there anything fun in this game that we can do? Nah, we won't do anything. No prediction for this game. Maybe the next one. Maybe the next one. All right. Is there a throw pit in this game? There's a lot of throw pits. Are you referring to the map? I'm ready for all the adjusting shenanigans. Yeah, we did there was a really nice, like, we basically had like a I wouldn't say like an interview, but we had him come and like do like a replay thing with me, and it was so much fun. Like I at the end of it was just like I hope it's yeah. Oh, Stark got jazzy? Nice, nice. Hell yeah. All right, everyone, let's get into the next game. We're going to head into Sky Temple. It is going to be the Church of Orphea versus Baby Makers, and we are the Heroic Division still. I will see you in map number 2. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back into the Nexus Gaming Series Heroic Division. On the left-hand side, we got the Church of Orphea, Nathanatos on the Zeratul, just in case on the Leoric, TV Coffee on that Anduin, Juan Pablo on the Phoenix, and we have Compute on the Sonya. Over in the red, we got the members of Baby Makers. We got Decibels on the Stitches, Paper Tanks on the Greymane, Freckle Bob will be on the Malfurion, Deadwish on the Junkrat, and Marbuckle playing the Augur. We get into mid lane, and as always, we check out those level 1s and wait for our first engagement.
2, 1.
Imagine thinking the hate bots got banned. Yeah, right? They just banned anything that was a bot for a little bit, and then, yeah. That wasn't like a verified bot or something, so. Either way, maybe, you know what we need to do? We need to get Buttsbot verified. That's what we need to do. That's the real goal of 2021 right now. Surviving? Nah. Getting Buttsbot the check mark it deserves? Absolutely. Yes. Because if it's a verified bot, then it's no big deal. It's the best bot in Twitch. Just in case gonna get hit with a bit of damage right now. We have a very bruisery composition from the members of Church of Orphea. And this is not too bad for Sky Temple. I mean, for Sky Temple, you're gonna find yourself in a lot of solo lane situations or 1v1s. So I think the Sonya clear, the Leoric clear, that's gonna be great. Zeratul roaming is phenomenal. You got the pull from Anduin, that leap of faith, to be able to get away from the Stitches. Really good draft so far from the side of Church of Orphea. But if we look at the opposing side, it's just single target demolition or absolute domination. Single target killing either way. They can blow up fairly quickly. Hooking from Stitches. Greymane dives in. Malfurion has roots, and Junkrat, if he's able to angle everything right, has got the concussion mine. And even then, you can hook onto the steel trap. So I'm assuming you're going to see a steel trap build from Deadwish. That's what I've seen in some other games where it's just been hook into these steel traps, and it's a rough go. You get the big as, so that way you don't accidentally pull a minion and trigger it. So it's very, very, very terrifying. And you pair that with the Malfurion, so we'll see how the single target blow up is going to work out for the members of Baby Makers. But both sides have really, really good drafts to see how things work out. Paper Tanks in bottom lane is going to take a lot of damage. Tries to back away from the Thanatos, but Thanatos will be able to get first kill in favor of Church of Orphea, chastised from Coffee not connecting onto Freckle Bob. Oh, just it was weird without Buttsbot. I mean, someone actually had to take over the role of pretending to be Buttsbot, which is phenomenal for a little bit. Deshpool's just going to be rotating down here to try and push things out, or at least clear things out. Gonna go for the hook onto the player. I was wondering if they were gonna try and hook onto the Siege Giants to pull them in a little bit closer, but Concussion Mine from Junkrat will displace them. Not close enough to any sort of tower shots. Still, a little bit of a tactic that I've learned from watching a lot of players like this, like Dahaka's utilizing Drag Tongue or Drag to be able to pull Siege Giants into tower range. Hook from Stitches, Concussion Mine from Junkrat. My apologies, Greymane is going to find the kill into Sonya in, I believe, the top lane, with Nathanatos still hanging around. So, not the revenge on Nathanatos, but at least revenge onto the enemy side, as there is going to be Paper Tanks using that Dark Flight, trying to put pressure once again onto the Zeratul just in case. Going to be slowing down Paper Tanks, but the heals from Freckle Bob have arrived, and Paper Tanks in that human form, trying to keep that inner beast up, but it will expire. You can see it was up for a few seconds there with that green glow around the weapons. There's also the green glow around him because there's Malfurion with his Nature's Curing? No, his Regrowth. Excuse me. I completely Either way, he's got the regrowth on him, so that's what that little green circle is. Great hook onto the Phoenix. He's going to get leapt to faith from Coffee, and that will be Phoenix turning things around once again. Funny enough, I've said this before. Phoenix can do some great things. His heroics are just trash. We'll see if they can land the Entomb Planet Cracker, because I'm assuming that's the game plan, is going to be Entomb Planet Cracker. You should ask Gilly about the account in her chat for a while named Where is Cho'Gall? Okay. Deal. Is TV Coffee the evil twin of Coffee TV? I know. Hi, Mel. No, I believe TV Coffee is an Australian player, right? I want to say. I swear they have like in Discord, or like I feel like I've seen it in the Heroes Heart Discord. They have like a Junkrat profile picture. I miss Gilly. Oh, we all do. But I mean, she's doing the big boss things, and you know, the reason CCL and all the Wisdom stuff and Wild Rift and Rocket League, all the reason all that does really, really well is because, you know, she's directing and absolutely killing it. So, and you know, she's doing what she wants to do. That's the big thing too. Zeratul will go down to Paper Tanks. Paper Tanks finding that revenge. Phoenix does go down as well. Malfurion finding that snipe onto the very, very soft shell Protoss, and it's just invade onto the left side camp. I was wondering if they were looking at boss, but that's not the case. She's very much behind the curtain now, yeah. But in a good way. Like, it's not like she's behind the curtain and she doesn't want to be there. She's behind the curtain and she's killing it. Soft shell Protoss. Is Phoenix a taco? Yes. is a very nasty Protoss taco. Alrighty, boss started. On the right-hand side, they do have 10 talent tiers, and while they have those, let's look at the other numbers, as we always do. Chastise from Anduin will scout things out. Can I actually... Okay, so this is the vision really, really quickly. Nathanatos gonna blink over the wall, jumps in onto Deadwish, applying some pressure onto the Junkrat, doesn't land the Singularity Spike. Phoenix Purification Salvo actually not going to be going for the Planet Cracker and Tomb combo. Leap in from Sonya, sets up the kill onto the Stitches. Big spin from Sonya. She's staying very healthy. I believe she actually has Life Funnel as well. And it's just kill after kill. A solid
pentakill.
Members of Babymakers going to get dominated there. All 5 members going to fall. Top lane pressure still continuing through. Bottom lane objective phase is up in 18 seconds. The vast majority of the team is going to be up before that, actually, the entire team. But still, bottom lane objective is going to get a lot of value here. Just in case, actually, just going to use the Wraith Walk. Not even necessary. They could have just walked, but just a little bit of flash right there. A little flare. Phoenix and Coffee going to continue to siege through bottom. Zeratul jumps to top. Sonya through mid. This is a great example of utilizing downtime, or utilizing the death timers the enemy side. They are low, but the immediate rotation from Zeratul, the rotation from Sonya, this is a great example of some macro play after winning a solid engagement against the enemy team. Leoric, he's just on this point by himself. Doesn't need any extra help. He's going to take some damage. It's not that big of a deal. And this is looking like a solid triple fort phase for the members of, Church of Orphea. How much damage did you do? No, just kidding. It's like 630 something right now. I think that was it. It was like, oh well, it changed, so never mind. It's scaled up by a level, so I couldn't read it right. Boss is up in 3 minutes 40 some seconds, so it's not really being looked at by either side. Zeratul gonna go to top lane to clear things out. Is that the go call from the members of Babymakers to try and step into the enemy side, with it being 4v5? No, not without their 13 talents here. They're going to respect the enemy team, or at least, yeah, they're going to try and back away. Paper Tanks throws out the Cursed Bullet into just in case. Gets chunked, but healed up immediately from the... Wow, that's a very awkward Entomb. Not so Entomb... You're still entombed against a wall. Great concussion mine from Deadwish to split off the Leoric, but Nathanatos is here. Riptire from Junkrat forces back the Zeratul, and oh my god. Sonya almost getting chunked and killed right there. We have the Zeratul back into the top lane to go clear things out. No kill in the Stitches, but things got hairy for a second. That level 1 Patrick creation, that 3 armor, but also the regeneration effects and healing received increased by 15%. Really, really helpful right there. Just reading talents that I don't know. So she didn't go, she went into Battle Rage. Okay. I didn't hear the Battle Rage trigger in the engagement, but I was just like, man, she is healing up from this whirlwind, so I had assumed that it was just going to be Life Funnel level 7. Doesn't matter. 13's hit. Hook out. Oh, gonna be shy of Just In Case and TV Coffee. Alrighty, now we continue kind of the hold. We have our next objective phase going to be top and bottom on the map. Siege Giants in through the bottom lane. Augur gets a bit of a bounce right now, just clearing things out in said top lane, but there's a massive rotation to try and get the pick onto Augur, and I don't know if he did, I think, see the enemy team coming. Portapult to get away. Sonya, spear. She has the mythical spear from level 13. Light Bomb Anduin will not connect, and Augur is able to just hog wild away. Mythical spear always pulling, but doesn't it do something else? Ancient spear cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds. Oh, when used... If it doesn't hit an enemy... Hold on. Ancient Spear always pulls when Sonya's... Okay, so basically if you don't hit a hero, you get cooldown reduction. I rarely take this anymore. I never look at taking that talent anymore. Top lane gonna get sieged in from the side of... oh my god. From the side of... Church of Orphea. Sorry, the team name swapped and I keep having to mentally remind myself that they're swapped. Still... Maker's taking quite a bit of damage to the top lane. Marbuckle needs to hearth away. Bottom lane, Junkrat is going to get a few shots out. These are going to be firing onto the well through mid. And a couple are going to go into the top lane. I don't think it will take down the structure. Zeratul finding some flank damage into the Stitches, just slowing down the rotation out of the lane, it looks like. And the objectives are traded. Vast majority, though, will be won by the side of Church of Orphea.
Find something else to fight over.
Looking at bottom lane, they're chasing into this, and Paper Tanks looks like they're fine. Sorry, I'm looking at minimap. I'm just watching the rotations. I'm looking to see who's around where. No. All right, it's just going to be a little bit of a wait time in between. While that's happening, let's actually just swap to the vision just to see how players are rotating and what they're seeing and considering for the engagements. It's a talent tier down, so no real chase into the side of Church of Orphea from Babymakers. Actually, I say this, and they are invading. We go to the opposing side of things. That's going to be a blind hook onto the Thanatos. Marbuckle actually hortipults over the wall into the engagement, gets onto the point, and I can't believe it, steals away the camp, finding quite a few bounces. There will be a sleep onto Compute, just getting steel trapped, rooted, everything slowing down the enemy side just in case not able to get in range with any sort of light bomb value. And what an insane dive. And to not really get punished at all. I mean, yeah, you had to burn a few heroics, but they're not the longest in the world. Like, Portapult's almost back. Cursed Bullets, I mean, that's whatever. Malfurion has probably got the longest one in all of that. I can't believe that mission worked. Why not take VP to set up Entomb? Might of the Nerazim has a lot of really, really good single target burst value. And I believe that's really what we're looking at right now, because you also have a lot of blink ability too, because you have Shadow Hunter in there, plus Might of the Nerazim. You've also just got this Psionic Strength. You have increased damage. Like you have constant scaling. Wormhole for more blinks. It's a very dip-divey, dodgy sort of build from the Zeratul, and we've seen that from time to time. So it's a little bit more so on the single target playability where, oh my god, an outplay, but that is just insane damage into the Phoenix. Junkrat is going to be traded out just in case, just going to get some clear into the wave and some slows onto Paper Tanks, but Marbuckle not going to be able to find the damage necessary to actually kill the Leoric. There is going to be a kill onto the Stitches on the right-hand side of our screen from Nathanatos. Still chasing in. Looking just to put pressure onto that backline, once again onto those squishier types of heroes. Gonna blink away for a second, get out of range, try and jump back in once they land a Singularity Spike or something. There's gonna be that blink back in onto Freckle Bob in the back line, just in case is gonna go down, but Freckle Bob, one more cleave should do it if they can find it, and that will connect. Now Zeratul once again diving around Paper Tanks, just trying to find the outplay into this Zeratul, and Zeratul now blinking into Marbuckle, but has to blink back, and Paper Tanks is still there. Paper Tanks is gonna find a kill into the Sonya. Coffee getting low here, and it's a solid pentakill
Pentakill.
for the members of Baby Makers. And this, are they looking at boss again, or are they going to go objective? Single target burst, especially against Malfio. I would very much agree. Alrighty. Like, I feel like if they went into, like, Planet Cracker or something, then maybe, but even then, like, the Entombs have been really on point. Wow, that point blank Riptire, no way does he... Okay. I was about to say, there's no way that Just In Case is going to be able to get out of that one. Hogger with some big bounces across the mid lane objective. It's going to be that Snake Temple, the bottom lane Jackal Temple. 20 talent tiers are arriving for both teams, or at least, yeah, for both teams. A little more than half a level for the side of... Baby Makers to be able to grab themselves their 20s, but on the opposing side, it has arrived. Ooh, and we have the Shadow Strike once again. Reduce the cooldown of Vorpal Blade by 10 seconds. Casting Vorpal Blade grants Zeratul a shield that absorbs 570 damage for 3 seconds. This is all about just jumping onto Malfurion, but speaking of jumping, that's going to be a huge leap in from the Sonya with the Ardent Crater. Phoenix is going to go ahead and use the Purification Salvo and be able to get a setup into a kill onto the Zeratul. Leoric is going to go down to the Greymane. Dashable is getting chased down right now. And Phoenix is actually going to start immediately onto the boss. But Zeratul, maybe, are they calling for just a rotation through top to end? 3 are dead on the opposing side. 4 are dead on the opposing side. Sonya found that kill into bottom lane. And it looks like, yes, they're going to rush through top, and they want to go ahead and burn this down and grab game number 2 on the side of Church of Orphea. Hey, what's up, Vita? No, different coffee. The coffee you're thinking of is Coffee TV. This is TV Coffee. That's not a smug kappa or anything like that. That is quite literally the difference. Also, I think one's Australian, one lives in California. Either way, map number 2 is going to be going over to the side of Church of Orphea, and our first best of 3 of the day is going to go to a map number 3. GG, well played. Oh, man. How is everyone's Wednesday? How are we all doing today? Thanks for asking. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. I had a fairly productive morning. Tomorrow I'm going to be productive as well. And yeah. I got some pretty good sleep last night for once, so things are okay. Things are okay. Feeling a little like warm. Like oddly warm, but I have been drinking tea, so I don't know. You're chilling? No, thanks for hanging out with us, Iron. I appreciate it. All right, let's get into map number 3. Sleep is always good. Sleep is always deliciously amazing. How are you doing today, Chess? Oh. Your voice makes me happy and energetic, and I feel better. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Thanks for the kind words, my friend. I appreciate that. So let's check out the map. Let's see if the players swap sides. They did not. That's always good, so we don't have to swap the names. So the player names are, the teams are all set, and that is that. Is there any sort of fun betting we can do for this map? Let's see, any Nazebos? No. We won't do a bet for this game. Let's just hang out and enjoy some games. So, with that, thank you for hanging out, everyone. We're going to continue into our map number 3 in our first best of 3 of the day. I will see you on Towers of Doom. Good afternoon and welcome back, everyone, into the Nexus Gaming Series Heroic Division. On the left-hand side, we got the Church of Orphea. We've got Nathanatos on the Deathwings. Compute is going to be on that Augur. Juan Pablo will be on the Tychus. Just in Case will be on the Stitches. And TV Coffee on the Deckard Cain. Over in the red, we got the members of Baby Makers. We're going to have Paper Tanks on the Sylvanas. Nope, that's a oh, no, it's a Sylvanas. I'm dumb. Deshable is going to be on the ETC, Marbuckle on the Dahaka, Frecklebob on the Anduin, and Edwish on the Maiev. Into mid lane, as always, and also as always, we'll check out the level 1s and see what the first engagement looks like. It's going to be the Spirit of Vengeance to start out for the Maiev, so looking to be able to jump into the back line, but also keep in mind, Sudden Vengeance at level 4 is a very high percent-based bursting talent for a Maiev, and into a Deathwing that's really, really strong. Also, that was just a reset onto said Spirit of Vengeance, and getting the enemy team chunked quite heavily right here is going to be the side of Baby Makers, winning out this first engagement through mid. Almost getting a kill into Just in Case and a few others, but the Spirit of Vengeance won't be triggered. No teleport, and Hogger in top lane starting to push things out needs to be addressed. So, Dahaka with the enhanced agility at level 1, going to start making those rotations, picking up the double soak, and finishing out that talent as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, the standard. Priority through the bottom is going to be able to just push into the enemy team's fort. You want to be able to take that over to control the lane and feed the sappers through. ETC did go Guitar Hero at level 1. While Guitar Hero solo is active, ETC heals for 50% of the damage dealt by basic attacks. Basic attacks increase the duration of Guitar Solo by 0.5 seconds. Good sustain and good just... oh, that's annoying. Good sustain, but also just the ability to, well, sit in the enemy team's face. Thanatos does drop down from the sky on this Deathwing. The camp will be leashed. There's going to be a burrow from Dahako and a tunneling claws from them as well, just to be able to back away. And that is Stitches going down. First blood in favor for the members of our red team. Marbuk comes through, and the Dark Swarm will be there. That's a solid triple kill to start things off in favor for the members of Baby Makers.
Triple kill!
God dang. Alrighty. Looking into the bottom lane, Maiev is just going to be throwing a few Spirit of Vengeance around. Deadwish just hanging around here, soaking up, and keeping TV Coffee from being able to really step into lane, hook over the wall. One of the sappers, okay, I thought that was going to, like, cancel it out for something, and I was like, okay, did I just learn something about Stitches hooks on this map with sappers? No, I didn't, unfortunately. Nope. Not at all. Alrighty, Paper Tanks is going to have the camp. Ooh, wait, hook on from Stitches. It's going to be onto Paper Tanks, but they're not really threatened by said Stitches, actually chasing in and applying some decent damage. First objective phase announced. Standard triple altar phase. We'll have it in the top left and right, and the bottom lane is going to be where it rotates to. I actually was getting worried because I used to always say it's always random between this midpoint and bottom, and for like so many games in a row, it was just that midpoint, but not the case now. I can rest easy. Maiev is gonna... Can they actually have the outplay into this? Marbuckle doesn't want to step in too tight because they could get bounced on and die like that. TV Coffee. Oh, I thought actually the Deckard Cain sniped the kill there, but the camp will go over to the side of our blue team as they have those siege, these sapper camp pushing into the lane. What kind of tournament is this? Are they blind picking? There's a draft mode and everything. It's the Nexus Gaming Series. It is a grassroots league, and it runs over multiple weeks, and they have like a playoffs. Much like if you've ever watched like CCL, it's the same format. There's a round robin, there's like the leagues, like there's the league weeks or whatever, and then you have your playoff weeks. So that right now we are in the round robin, or just the standard league weeks. We're not in playoffs or anything like that. Playoffs are in like probably like 3-4 weeks, I feel. There aren't that many weeks of NGS. I think it's like 8 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks typically. So right now you're playing for points. If you beat an enemy team 2-0, you take domination points, so you get a score of 3. If you beat an enemy team 2-1, so like this game, for example, you only get 2 points. I don't believe they got rid of the domination rule. I might be wrong on that. Someone in chat probably knows the answer. But that's at least how I remembered NGS scored. Alrighty, Deathwing comes with the Cataclysm. Nice use of the Leap of Faith. The Chastise is thrown out, and the Piercing value will be grabbed at level 4, getting a stack actually going through Deathwing and connecting onto Just In Case, who is going to get the hook onto Deshpulse, trying to back away. The slows are all there. The Chastise comes out, and no! The grenade from Tychus will not find the kill. Melting Point was actually just chosen. If Melting Point was chosen before that grenade was thrown, that would have gotten the kill from the additional damage over time. At least, in my opinion, it would have. Top lane, Marbuckle finds the outplay into the Hogger. It still exists? Okay, thank you, Paper Tanks. So yeah, that is basically the quick rundown for NGS. If you'd like to know more about it, !NGS in chat. We'll get you a link over to the website. And if you want to know about the average MMR for these teams, !NGS MMR. But Deathwing, Deckard Cain gonna be down for the next 5 seconds. Hook out from Stitches not connecting on the Paper Tanks, who does continue to lock down the tower. And Dahaka rotates through boss to be able to clear out the top lane. Dahaka on 4 stacks on that enhanced agility, working his way quite quickly through that. Once he actually has 5 stacks, he has mount speed whenever he touches a bush. When he gets to the 10 full stacks and completes the quest, he is 10% faster than mount speed at 140%. Alright, so we have the bot or the mid objective going over. Okay, just going to be 5 shots into the enemy core. Alright. With the 10 talents here, there's no way that they want to really fight into this, so it makes a lot of sense that they just back off and maybe kind of hover around boss just to make sure the enemy team doesn't go for that as well. Looking at said 10 talent tiers, let's take stock of what's been picked up. We got that Mosh, Wailing Arrow. There's actually, hold on, a drag on top lane onto Hogger, who takes a lot of tower shots. Great use of the Yarnbow Bind, and that was a hard spot to be in. Deckard Cain, TV Coffee tried to throw out a bunch of healing, just Hogger could not get in range of it quick enough. Good play. Really good play from Baby Makers on that one. But also to note, we have Light Bomb, Isolation, and Warden's Cage. 10 talents here, about a level away from our blue side. Church of Orphea. Nathanatos trying to push out the bottom lane before these sappers come through. While Pablo doing the same thing with that overkill on the Tychus. Sappers still pushing up the lane. Nathanatos stepping further down, closer and closer to tower shots. Alright, and the camp's going to be cleared out. Nice zoning from Nathanatos to be able to just, well, literally make space so that the Tychus could get the clear onto that camp. And we see 9-2, well, yeah, 9-11 in our levels. We're about to have those 10s on the blue side. ETC still kind of hanging around this bottom lane. Alrighty, single altar through the bottom. Oh, that feels so awful. 3 sappers just go into the front gate. Oh, that feels rough. Alrighty, so more sappers in through bottom lane now. We have the objective phase up. Dahaka, do you have Brushstock, my friend? Yes, Dahaka's off. Brushstock is off cooldown, so he's going to hang around this top lane as long as he can to make compute, well... Oh, maybe they're... Oh, yeah, they're going to. They're going to. Or they're just like, okay, wait, my wave isn't around, I'm better Brushstock in now. Okay, so they're just waiting for an opportune time. Gonna be able to jump into this Deckard Cain. Finds the drag on to said Deckard Cain. Light Bomb to follow up. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. Lots of damage into the Deckard. He does go down. The old man's gonna take a nap. Mosh Pit from the ETC will be coming up. Ellen Roar from the Deathwing will push back the enemy team and cancel out the Mosh Pit. Nathanatos still trying to apply some pressure in this Destroyer form with some of these onslaughts. Those are those little jump forwards, the big Incinerate, as well as the AoE, and Sylvanas goes down the top left of our screen to Juan Pablo, and just in case, I believe there was a Hook Gorge play onto said Sylvanas. A 1-for-1. Deckard Cain respawned already. That's along the fight's been dragging on. Speaking of drags, that's Dahaka unable to drag anyone, and he's going to get picked off. Deadwish, considering to play into this, is going to have the Spirit of Vengeance on top, but just in case, doesn't go for the pop. Nathanatos looking like they're the main target. Is there an interrupt on it just in case? No, there will not be any sort of poke from the Divine Star, and that is going to be 3 shots into the right side core. 27-33 in core HP, while the members of Church of Orphea take back their fort in the bottom lane. Oh, I'm out of tea, dang it. I thought there was just a little bit left in the mug. No. I got my water bottle in the fridge anyway, so we'll get it after this game, because right now, things continue to pop off on this map. 27-33, and 13 talents here rolling through on both sides in just a little bit. But here's the big thing to note. It's 3-8 in kills. A lot of really good oh my god, the isolation, the drag. We won't talk about it. We're just gonna go look at bottom lane instead. That right there was a Bahamut drag. Oh no, I went to go look at bottom lane and he actually get the kill on the Hogger. Oh, well, sorry about that, chat. I didn't want to shame Marbuckle or anything like that. I was like, man, I had drags like that all day on Tuesday. All my Dahaka drags were just, they felt like that. Umbral Bind onto Just In Case, who decides to step into the face of the enemy team. Gorge is up and available. Little slam on the ground from the Stitches. Did go into the under pressure at level 13. There's the Gorge onto this Dahaka. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas does come out. Marbuckle gonna pop that Essence immediately. Gets the Light Bomb from Anduin. Fail and listen from the Deckard Cain. And I thought I saw a Bellowing Roar being utilized by the Deathwing, but no, that's not the case. It's actually still on cooldown. Cataclysm will be used just in case, taking a lot of damage. Fricklebob trying to back away. I don't know how the Anduin ended up on that side. Might have gotten hooked. There's going to be a mosh from this ETC, setting up the kill into Stitches, but ETC will go down on the right side. Compute is going to get dragged, and that is going to be a second kill for the members of Baby Makers, but they lose their Anduin. It's a 2-for-2. The Warden's Cage expiring. Paper Tanks will go down, and this objective phase, Dahaka sneaks to top left. I don't think they can even make it to that top lane, so they want to try and get Deadwish, but Deadwish doesn't go down, and I can't believe it. Marbuckle sneaks 4 shots. Can they get the other 4? I don't think they're going to be able to make this play happen here. There's no way. Yeah, I mean, maybe no. That'd be it's suicide into the. Okay, all right, Marbuckle. Okay. Because I was gonna say, I mean, as long as Deadwish gets here in time, and Deadwish did get here, so there's going to be a lot of damage on the TV Coffee. Blink, waiting for the Herodric Cube, and there's. Are you serious right now? They're gonna get, okay, no, the enemy team is also respawning as well. I wasn't looking at the left side death timers or even the mini-map and all this. I was so focused on, like, does Decibels and friends make this happen? Marbuckle in the back line. Light Bomb from Anduin does come out. There's a Light Bomb connecting on to Just In Case. He gorges the Maiev. There's a Stay While and Listen from Deckard Cain. Deathwing lands on top of the enemy team. Just In Case does go down. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. There's a kill on to the Hogger as well. Double kill for the Maiev as Nathanatos is trying to make a play here, but Maiev finds a solid
Triple kill!
Dahaka chasing into the enemy side, but this is actually going to be 8 shots in totality into the enemy core. I can't believe that Dahaka is able to sneak that, and also the isolation from Marbuckle. Oh my god. What a play from Marbuckle right there. Sylvanas is going to be able to grab the camp on the bottom right and apply camp pressure into the bottom lane for it. ETC zoning. Yeah, no, he's going to start onto this camp right now. Wow. I gotta say, I have to say, that is insanely surprising to me. I love the play, though. I loved watching that play. So, double sapper camp through bottom lane. Can they walk these in? Or even the better question, how many can they walk in? Deathwing landing in a safer spot, not going to try and play it aggressive. Tychus going to start shredding through the enemy sappers. ETC just doing his best to apply some pressure. Sylvanas is going to get hooked, Gorge, but there's not. Is there any sort of follow-up? Wait, hold on. Frecklebob on the right-hand side should have a leap of faith if necessary, and will utilize it. That's a great chastise. Stay Well and Listen was the setup, but it's not going to work out. And we have the towers upgrading as well as the center tunnel opening up for these teams as well. Triple Altar Phase will be coming up next. As we look into the top lane, Marbuckle trying to find the outplay. No respect to the 1v1. Tunneling Claws from level 13, excuse me, level 16, has that boost in speed, and Marbuckle's able to back away. Throws up the isolation. I think it actually missed the Tychus there, yeah. I saw the status effect, and I was like, there's no way that actually hit. That was a pixel shy, and it was. Aka's already on the top right of our screen, so he's maybe setting up or posturing for this first objective, or excuse me, for this, for the top right objective in this triple objective phase. Deadwish in the back line. Hey, they got one of the pinned down. They got one of the pinned down stacks. Nice. I thought they were gonna go Spirit of Vengeance build with all of that, but no, it's all pinned down. Dahaka once again sneaking the left-hand side. Once again, Dahaka is able to sneak the left-hand side. And Deadwish has the zoning. There should be an Umbral Bind if Hogger tries to step in, and wow. I'm a little surprised the Church of Orphea is giving so many of these over. There's a drag. Excuse me, that was a Umbral Bind from Deadwish to pull in the Hogger. And Dahaka finishes out his enhanced agility from level 1, so he's speeding around the map. Stay a while and listen. This Maiev, she just vaults immediately. Bottom lane fort does go down to the Dahaka. Paper Tank's able to back away. There's going to be a Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, a mosh pit from the ETC. The fight's actually just so split right now as we find the triple kill in the engagement around the mosh pit. Nathanatos very low, has nowhere to go. Well, they actually have a little bit of time. ETC closes the distance and is able to jump on a solid
Pentakill.
to the members of our Baby Makers as they jump for boss to top. Jump to top to boss? Jump top boss damage? Yeah, you all know. Now they're going to be, they're setting up for the triple cap, so they start the barrage into the enemy side core. Next objective phase is going to be double Hogger. It doesn't have a wave in bottom, but he's going to do his best to try and push things out. But no, he's actually going to maybe go for the campus now I'm looking at it. And Compute a little unsure of where to be, where to go as they do... No, they're not. They're going to play it safe. I think they're just a little afraid because they can't see the enemy team. The assumption's probably they're on boss, but you never know if they're going to gank the Hogger, so Hogger just playing it safe right now, and I can see the unsureness in just the way that they're moving around the map. But 20 talent tiers here on the right-hand side, and the shots begin. Bosses grab for top. Bottom lane fort goes down, so this is going to be... The core should be at, like, what, 4 HP?
The tower is
Okay.
mine.
I wasn't sure if the barrage would get one more shot out, but another fight will break out, and we've seen the 20s for a little bit. Let's go ahead and check out the APM once again. Okay, Maiev, I think, finished out the entire pin down quest. Yes, she did. Okay, that's the first time in my entire life I've ever seen that. Not gonna lie. Caster math, I'm god tier at it. You just make small excuses for little things. You know, like, oh, I wasn't sure if the tower was gonna shoot out more. Isolation from Dahaka is not going to be connecting. Nathanatos jumping into the back line. Will the Forsaken used by Sylvanas to be able to back away. Maiev blinks into the enemy side, pops the Warden's Cage. Umbral binds a few members in. There's a mosh pit from ETC. The Light Bomb from Anduin has that inner fire value. Deckard Cain's going to go down. The shots rain to the enemy side core, and the game will go over to the side of Baby Makers. GG, well played. I am going to go get that water.